And we are recording.
Ayo, all right. So last week, we didn't do a whole lot. We finished getting our fancy items from the vault and from the dragon, whose name I can never frickin' remember. Even though I have it on a shirt. Nafala, thank you. I was almost there. I was so close. And then we were on our merry way out of Old Tarnath. Good job, us. We survived. Woo woo. And then we headed back to New Tarnath, or near New Tarnath, to go meet back up with the effectively, I guess, like the resistance, the rebellion, I don't know what they're called, that are known by Salvix and Cernix. And we went back there, decided, hey, I guess it's time to start plotting for said rebellion. K2 and some others went off to speak to some religious figures, got some information that I do not remember, and then pretty much ended up there. We really didn't do a whole lot last week. And that's what you missed on Glee.
That checks out. Anybody like to add anything else?
Not really.
I feel like it could use a little queso, but other than that, no.
Well, queso you can add to anything. It's good. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And we will pick up where we left off 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
Yeah. I said my bit. Definitely didn't forget where exactly that was.
we left off as we'd gotten access to the effectively the rich bitch district to go talk with the head of the Averinox, mostly relating to returning their family brooch that we got in Old Sarnath, but also to try to gauge how willing they would be to support our dismantling of the current power structure.
That's exactly where I thought it was. We're good.
No, it wasn't.
Yep, it was. We're good.
We?
Yeah, we as a collective.
I am violently neutral at best.
Not at a morality standpoint, you twat.
Who said anything about morality?
Anyway.
Yeah, and as I recall correctly, we've all been seaming into... I think we're all Dragonborn of different scale colors.
Yep.
That's right. I demanded shiny, and I think I'm.
Oh yeah, except for Briar, who is just a vampire.
Who is just me.
Yeah, but you know, you're in the company of Dragonborn, you get a pass. You're also not an actively wanted criminal like the actual Dragonborn in the party are.
Yeah, I'm playing bodyguard.
I wanted to be pretty, so I'm gold, I think.
Was I?
No, I'm
Can't
not
remember.
gold. I'm
Is it-
something.
I don't remember. I don't remember if you were either. Yeah, I think Darkaliad and Briar are the only ones who aren't, or maybe aren't. I don't remember. In either case, those of us that need to be disguised is more the point I'm getting at.
We're different colors. That's what matters. I don't remember what we were actually doing though, so.
Right. Yeah, so I guess we head over towards the Advarianok manor.
Meeting place.
Sounds good to me.
unless the letter specified a different meeting place, but I don't think it did.
No, I remember that much. Is because we were also assuming that the letter was enough to actually get us into the fancy bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was specified to actually meet at the residence.
Okay.
So, easy enough.
Okay.
You guys would have a good idea of which one it is as well.
Yeah, it's the
Especially
smallest one.
because, well, that and the house crest is on the gate to make it easier to identify them.
I hope we know, at least.
As you wander through the district, you do get a few glances your direction. It's not busy by any means, but there are definitely people wandering about. Most of which, surprisingly, are non-scaled folk. And
are they like in like?
they're in fine garb.
Okay, gotcha.
They are dressed nicely.
Right. So they could be just like foreign dignitaries.
And then
That's probably the guess. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's you guys. You're there.
Yeah. yeah. A few dragonborn and then Brian took out and then.
Yep. So they definitely get some looks, and a few people that start to approach but decide not to.
Yeah, because I don't know about anyone else. Well, I guess the seeming goes over our actual
it goes
equipment.
over everything. Yeah.
Do I recognize any of the foreign dignitaries?
No, actually, you do not.
Okay.
Damn.
I don't know. Of anybody, I thought I might know.
No, yeah. That makes sense. I actually would agree that of anyone, it would make the most sense for K2 too.
Yeah, you said 2-2.
I did. Fuck you gonna do with it?
That's my next character, a sentient tutu.
I'm so excited.
Named Wallaby.
And you can guess what the class is. Cleric.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys make your way to the gates of the residence of the Advarinox. The gates are open, so you are free to walk in.
What do you mean open?
Open, as if they're expecting somebody.
We're expected guests.
Like there's people at the gate? Like guards?
There are people at the gate, but the gates are open, so you can, if you so choose, make a run for it.
Okay, that's a little less concerning. It would be more concerning if there was no one manning the gates and they were open.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like we're gonna walk into like all of the Advarinox have been murdered and we're gonna get fucking framed for it. Just fuck.
No.
Shut up, Josh. You can't make me go to prison again. You promised. You even said no takebacks.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try and send me that way, but I'm just gonna have fun burning it all, so I mean...
Yeah, me too.
Oh, don't burn it all. We have to loot some of it at least.
If I go to prison, I will kill everybody and then myself.
What?
In the prison? Or before that point?
Great.
Yes? Yes.
We'll
Yes.
see what happens.
Yeah. Fuck around, see what happens. Okay. Yeah, I suppose make our way inside if we're not stopped.
The guards would stop and ask you to see your passage, but easy enough.
Whoa.
And they allow you inside, no problems.
Okay. Did our letter mention who we would be speaking to? Would it be Zephyra, or would it be another one of the Advarianox?
It actually didn't mention.
Okay.
I believe it just mentioned a representative of the Advarianox family.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right, yeah. Okay.
Just to keep things a little vague on their part.
Right, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, what's between this outer gate and I assume some sort of wall fortification and the house?
Luscious gardens, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Like what?
Plants and flowers and trees, oh my.
Yeah, I expected that.
You also see large insects roaming through the garden.
Wow, I hate every moment of that.
Define large?
Like small dog-sized.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are not native to the continent.
Are they dragonflies?
No.
Oh.
That's the only thing that would have made this acceptable.
Oh, they're just all various kinds of stink bug.
That's even worse.
It is.
Why'd you say it?
Because I delight in your suffering, Joshua.
We'll end you.
I failed to see how this doesn't benefit me. Anyways. Cool.
Yeah, the insects pay you no mind as you walk past.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Cool. That's not weird. And obviously, I'm assuming that neither Serenix nor myself would have any clue what the fuck any of that what that means. It's just eccentric rich people bullshit to us.
Yep.
And probably to everyone. Let's be honest.
Yep.
Especially K2, who's probably been around enough eccentric rich people.
Nah, dog, that's weird too.
I knew a guy that used to keep his furniture as pets.
What a rich person weird thing that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Just gonna breeze by that.
Yep, as I would expect, nothing less.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really looking to start a career in entomology. Yeah, cool. So we approach the manor house and go from there.
Alright. Yeah, you approach the manor house. Approaching the door, you find that it is opened. There is an individual standing within. This individual bears a gold plating on his scales.
Okay.
To be specific, he is not a gold dragonborn. He is gold plated.
Wow.
What?
This bitch.
That is interesting. Okay.
Tacky.
What
And
color are his
tacky.
scales?
His scales are black.
Okay, I
Well,
guess.
At least they're complimentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
True,
this is
yeah.
a black dragonborn wearing what can only be described as a very fine-plated armor. But it is not armor. It serves no purpose fundamentally as armor.
Well, yeah, because it's made out of gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
must know where that
just
fucking
bougie
bubble
as fuck.
Yeah, that shit caved after one good hit.
Probably wouldn't even take one good hit. You could leave your hand on his chest for 3 minutes and it'd warp it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Serenix could hit it with her new hammer and it would just melt right through.
She definitely just has the look on her face of what in the stupid fucking bullshit.
As you approach,
Judgmental as fuck.
whoever is leading the pack, as you approach, he speaks to you as you get within about 20 feet of him. He says, "Greetings, travelers. My understanding is you've come a long way for counsel. I am now Malderdiel Shamorn. I will be your host."
You're gonna have to type that one out, brother. There's no way I'm understanding any of that. I know that's 100% a Dragonborn name, but Dragonborn names are all almost unilaterally a pain in the ass. Yeah.
Now Malderdiel
Come
Shamorn.
Okay, yeah, like the
Jesus
last name made sense to me. It was the first name that I was like,
Yep.
That sounds like a
that sounds like
Hunter
something
monster.
a sim would say.
That sounds like something I would hunt in Monster Hunter. Very well.
And Tori, when you said 1 sec, you meant 1 sec. Jesus.
I just ran to the freezer and grabbed an ice cream.
Fair.
I literally ran.
Yeah, okay.
Please, this way.
Okay. Follow behind him.
All right. He leads you into the house, and begins traveling through and back toward the kitchen area.
Okay.
And he eventually opens another door within the hallway next to the kitchen, and leads you down into the cellar.
This is, from a Bobkey perspective, this is kind of terrifying because it's like, oh, we're about to get murdered, but also knowing knowing about the Averinox and the fact they're all kind of a little, none of them are normal. They're all a little off kilter. This checks out. Okay,
So, I'm sorry about that. Hold on.
that's fine. Yeah, I suppose follow after. We don't really have a other alternative at this point.
Yeah. You follow after him, and you walk for a strange long while for a staircase. So it's not like, your typical 10 or 15 steps. It's double that. You go down about 30 steps and enter into a narrow room that is about, it'd be 20 feet long and 15 feet wide.
Ooh.
And there is nothing here. It is a wooden floor. What appears to be poorly assembled. Almost looked like it's made out of a raft.
Yeah, there's about as much space as for us, and that's about it. And even then, depending on how tall the room is.
It's 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Actually, it's Dragonborn, so it'd be 15 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay.
And he just walks into the room to the far side, and then just says, "Please, join me."
It's like an expression from Salvix to Serenix and then like K2 of like, the fuck?
She gives him the look of, don't fucking look at me, I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah.
Just shrug.
Yeah, I'll enter at least.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Probably not everybody should, because it's a tight room, unless the implication is that we all need to follow him in order to continue.
He does not elaborate.
Okay.
He just he stands there and just waits.
Okay. So I guess maybe the better question is, does anyone want to stay back?
I am nothing but in the way. If there are yells, I will be there. But
Okay. So yeah, I guess follow into the room. Was there like a door or just like a doorway?
No, you just it's open. So
Okay.
you lead down the stairs.
It's just at the end of the staircase.
At the end
there
of the
is
stairs. Yeah, the staircase seems to actually protrude 5 feet into the room. So there are spots next to it as well.
Oh yeah, so it's just it just ends in this hollow. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So who is all moving into this room?
Okay,
I mean,
Salvix and myself that I know of.
I asked and nobody seemed to say that they didn't want to step in, so I'm assuming everyone does.
me?
Oh, I was muted. Yeah, my bad. I'm not going in this fucking room. Hell no.
Okay.
Serenix can only deal with so much stupid before she reacts violently, and all rich people are stupid as fuck. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Serenix so she's not by herself.
I'll wait out as well.
Okay.
If
So
there are yells, she'll be there, but
3 and 3.
yeah, K2, Salvix, and Thale. Step in.
Alright. You step onto the platform. He waits a few seconds longer, and then looks up at the 3 of you on the staircase and says, "If you don't wish to join us, please exit above."
sure.
I'm assuming you all recede out the door to the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Follow directions.
Alright. You exit and close the door behind you. And those of you that are inside, he just looks to all of you and says, "Okay. We have privacy. What is it you came here to speak about?"
Well, if we have privacy, then I think we can do away with this little bit of a facade. And I'm not ending seeming, but I'm making myself look like myself. As
Sure.
we have to.
He seems unfazed.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be like a big reveal or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mostly just for traveling in the streets anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think Salvix would probably, or is each individual person able to, or do you have to be the one to do it? I forget how seeming works.
Let me check. It might be personal preference thing. I don't remember.
Seeming.
Yeah, I'm the one that gives you the appearance to begin with. So if I'm changing it, then I think I have to be the one to change it. So
Okay. So yeah, you could do so for Salvix as well. I'm not intending to speak for Thale.
I mean, I said I already did it for the three of us.
Oh, did you? Okay, I thought you were just
Yeah.
implying yourself.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Before we start, I guess, what is your position within the family?
I am a respected member outside of the Advarionok family. I speak with them on all delegations and represent them everywhere, except for their own council.
Okay, so like a trusted
Liaison.
third party.
I am the speaker of the Advarionoks. You must speak with me before you can speak to them.
I see.
That's fine. Well, our main reason for coming to you today is to bring an offer of possible partnership and growth to the standing that the Invarianox family once held in the past. Before the fall of Old Sarnath.
That is quite interesting. You wish to raise the Advarionoks back into power.
Possibly. If our goals align.
So either you really like the Advarionoks, or you really hate the other houses.
Doesn't look exactly like the Zetriosos have been doing a great job in the last few emperors.
No, they're terrible people.
And the only other ones poised to really take the throne, I believe, are even worse.
Well, I understand your point. So you offer partnership?
Potentially.
Well, we would have to know what we were agreeing to prior to making a choice, of course. Is this a political partnership, a business partnership? If it's a religious partnership, I will have somebody killed.
No, we would not impose religious partnership, as it were, to the Advarionoks. We are aware enough of their distrust, distaste for it.
Religion almost ended their family several centuries ago.
Yes.
Didn't know. How did that happen?
The story is long.
I have the time for it.
I am uncertain if our other compatriots do, however.
You might have the time for it in life, in terms of years. But given that you bear no scales and look like an elf, especially one of your kind. Your time is limited here the longer you spend without your disguise.
Yes.
If there's one thing Dragonborn are good at, it's never forgiving and never forgetting.
I suppose the alliance we seek would be something of a political nature, yes.
I see. Shall we discuss the details of it? Or would you prefer to speak to them directly on the matter?
My preference, I suppose, would be to speak directly to one of the family, but I do understand they have their reservations with meeting with those from the outside.
Well, it boils down to trust.
Yes.
The Varanox do not trust very many people. And not many people trust them.
I am aware that their afflictions cast them as outsiders within the royal families. I am also aware that the matriarch Saphira is something of a seer, a prophetess. Not religious, obviously, but a diviner.
Correct. Always watching on all the events of history before they unfold.
And frequently wrong. And only when something else meddles with the scales.
And it's so often that that happens. Your presence alone is enough to shift the scales. Especially with what you've told me.
Spent a lot of time as Speaker of the House, have you not?
A very long time. The visions, when she has them, she tends to feel a bit strange afterward.
Has she had one recently? Is this why you want us?
Not recently, but
Huh.
at any moment, she could decide that she would like to have one. Gazing in on events of the future, if you tell them to her,
She's not granted vision, she makes them herself?
she's found ways to manipulate it, which I think is part of the problem. I think her sight and the granted sight are different.
See. Do you believe this is causing her
Mental
visions?
distress.
Okay. Which may cause a difficult interpretation of the visions, perhaps?
interpretations is often not misunderstood.
Okay.
The message itself can be clouded.
I see.
Vision may appear blurry or completely wrong, depending on what's told to her. If you were to tell her that you rebel in 3 days, well, that would be silly, but also...
So no one knew that stage yet.
I was giving an example. She could look upon it and then see death on the battlefield, and then no longer have interest. So you must be very careful. Because even if her vision is wrong, she will still believe it.
Right. The granted sight has guided her entire life. Why would she believe it to steer her wrong now?
Exactly, even if it's fabricated. But we can go see her in her dreaming quarters. And with that, he just presses his hand to the wall behind him, and the floor below you shifts as it moves downward, lowering itself into a cave.
Okay, I definitely thought shift as in like it just pulls out from under us in full. Whee! Crack!
You are lowered 15 feet as the platform comes to a rest on top of a stony floor. Inside this cavern, it is very bioluminescent, as there are different types of flora around to bring life to this dim place.
Bioluminescence.
Yep. You hear the sound of running water in the distance, and as you begin to follow Namadurdiel.
How much did you have to practice that name?
Not at all, actually.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess seeing it in front of you helps a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You come across a well-decorated room that appears to be carved into this cave. There are dozens upon dozens of bookshelves that line the walls, up to 40 feet high. Hanging from them is a well-decorated gold chandelier that hangs down about 15 feet. You see the dome of the room is inlaid in gold trim, but is made from mostly silver. It seems to reflect much like Rava's armor. And as you enter, in the center of the room is a crystal ball. And kneeling next to it, in between the crystal ball and the other wall, facing the other wall, is a crystal dragonborn.
Very old crystal dragonborn.
Very old.
Instead of like partially translucent, it's just mostly opaque at that point.
Yep.
So she's currently facing away from us, correct?
Facing away from you and kneeling, yes.
She's also facing away from the crystal ball?
Yes.
Okay. Because the crystal ball is like the center of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
She seems to have a mat at her feet. Or at her knees,
Right.
I should say. She's kneeling on a mat.
Right. Because obviously kneeling on the floor here would be hell on anyone's knees, especially an old woman's.
Yep.
guess does Namadirdial announce us in any way, or just kind of say, "Here you go," and stand off to the side?
He gestures you into the room, and then stands in the doorway as you enter.
Okay.
So that he is technically in the room, but he is standing in the way if you wish to leave.
Right. So we can't just book it.
Correct.
Right. And also maybe to provide a little bit of cover if something else happens in the meantime from the other side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we'll enter.
Yeah, you enter, and as you all begin or finish funneling into the room, she doesn't move, but she speaks up. Her voice, however, echoes throughout the room. It doesn't seem to or have an
originate from her.
Yeah, from her.
Gotcha.
Her eyes are open, and she is looking around, so she can see you. So it's just not like she's just sitting
right,
there, eyes closed.
Yeah. She can see us via the reflections.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like turn to face us.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Young souls. You either seek information or a deal of some kind. To be bothering me at such an hour. I shouldn't say bothering, you were invited.
It's also like noon, if not sooner.
It's nap time, okay?
Yeah.
It's time for good dream, not bad dream. And we feel like a whole lot of bad dream.
Speak your piece and I will listen.
Well, we come to you as representatives of the people of New Sarnath. We wish to bring a new age to the country, one where everybody can prosper. The problem with revolution, however, is that it needs to stick. And so we come with the hope that possibly you might be the answer to how to make sure things don't relapse.
Well, history always does have a fun way of repeating itself, doesn't it?
Only if you don't learn from it.
I would agree with your statement. Now let me ask my question to you. I know you haven't finished your piece yet, and I will let you continue. But how do you expect me to negotiate about your speaking for the people of Sarnath when you bring somebody that has full intention of killing the people of Sarnath to my chamber?
Theo seeks to have the Empire answer for its crimes against his people.
The emperors that ruled during that time are dead.
Yes. But the
Their time
Empire's
on this plane may have come to an end, but your people's interest in mine has not.
I will consider this. Continue. At this point, she has stood up and is still facing away, but...
Well, the hope is with a strong backing, the people will look back on the prosperous times before the fall of Old Sarnath, see your family as a light in dark times, and rally around it. Kind of bring everybody onto the same page, as not everybody exactly wants the same thing, but everybody does want change.
You wish to spur a rallying call around a dying house. People will notice this, taking into account that House Advaryanok will not prosper into the future at its current stage. If that isn't a sign for your rebellion, I don't know what to take it as. Sweetening on something that is dying is not bound to be prosperous.
People that comprise the house may be dying, but I think there's a way that we can make it so that the symbol of House Advaryanok lingers even beyond the death of its physical presence.
It sounds like you wish to make my house into a martyr for your cause.
Not a martyr, a symbol of unity.
Symbols of unity. The Ruby Dragonborn are a symbol of unity. About as much unity as you can expect to find in these places. Take into account their name slogan.
Yes.
Tell me what that unity has brought them.
I mean, true unity between all skill folk, not just the royal houses.
The royal houses haven't been unified since their founding. Always trying to stab each other in the back. But I can agree that unity between houses of all colors would be great. It is a worthy cause to stand behind. It is difficult to find the support for that around here.
When the Empire treads on all our necks, there is little unity to find in squabbling for the scraps they leave behind.
That is true. So you propose, from what it sounds like, a rebellion against the current government, current emperor, and all the people that follow him, to put House Advaryanok back in charge until the end. And then what?
I
You talk about how your house is dying, but through death, there can be rebirth, regrowth. Wouldn't it be a amazing act of charity from a dying house that, as they take control of the empire, suddenly they proclaim everyone is welcome in the house at Varianox. Suddenly, the need for royal houses is unnecessary because everybody belongs to a royal house. The same royal house. That's when you'll achieve true unity. That's how Sarnath comes back from the brink.
Now you see at this point that her head begins to just suddenly slams back and then forward as she slumps in her spot. She catches herself, barely, but she does, before snapping into the current moment. That would be an interesting idea. If everybody is royalty, what's the point of royalty?
would be a house of iridescent scale.
But then you'd have people fighting over who gets to rule. Still. They may not make it about names, but they'll make it about color scale.
That's when you form a government where not one house has the power. Not one color is better than any others. Representatives of each scale, each community, come together and govern the country themselves together as a council.
Also need representatives from the Kobold Warrens and the Lizard Folk. But yes.
I thought I included them when I said all scale folk, but I might be getting the jargon wrong.
Well, it's more of just you said of each scale color, which technically neither kobolds nor lizard folk belong to. But fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, you're really pushing it with this, aren't you?
It's also Salvix, not super smart, wouldn't have got that implication.
It's all right.
Or as smart as an average person, I should say. I'm sorry. What did she say, Josh?
Now you're really pushing the agenda, aren't you? All scale folk on top of all Dragonborn? You're asking a lot.
Well, that's how you stop another rebellion from happening down the line. If no one has a reason to rebel, no future rebellions. If everybody is treated equal, no one has a reason to rise up because they're all at the same level.
You seem oddly dedicated to the politics of a country that is not your own.
To be honest, I'm in it for the story. I grew fascinated with the history of Sarnath when I first started hearing about it. And if I could help the current events of the political structure lead towards a prosperous future, then that's something that I could write about someday. Say, I was there. I saw it happen. And if Sarnath can do it, maybe other countries can do it too.
You are aware that peace doesn't make for very interesting stories, right?
The Empire is already soaked in blood. Adding another gallon doesn't change its appearance.
Peace may not make good stories, but hope certainly does. The hope for a better future.
As a storyteller, I would have expected you to put a punchline on that. By saying, peace doesn't make a good story, but it makes a good ending. Which, if my lineage is going to end in a bang, this is a good way of doing it.
That's a good line too. I write it down physically.
I feel like Salvix, like halfway between like, really, man, and like, yeah, that's fair.
She can see the future. She might have just told me how my book ends.
Sure. That's what that clear like vision hitting was for, not for the fate of Sarnath, just for K2's book writing process. She was like, he sells that many volumes? What the fuck? Oh god. Well, I would not be asking you to put your people on the front lines of the conflict.
Well, it's good. You'd only get 2 of them.
Exactly. We can muster our forces in other ways.
Well, if you're trying to look for the main force of the Sarnath, you, of course, already know where they are, but you'd have to unify the house to make them useful.
We are making efforts towards that front.
Then you are already fighting wars that I do not have the patience for.
Yes. But you are known to be an individual of even temperament and sorry, my words are failing me at this moment.
It won't be the first time. It won't be the last.
I know. The support of the Adverinox lends more credence to our cause.
It gives you more future value, it doesn't give you any present value.
I know.
There is no might left in this house to aid you in your war.
I know.
I have no oldest son to send into battle to claim the throne for me.
And what if you did?
And history has rewritten itself over the course of the last 2 minutes.
Savix looks at K2 like, what the fuck does that mean? like, what are you saying? Because Savix is thinking one thing and he hopes that's not true.
Side eye.
Do not seduce the old woman. Do not
That
seduce
is
the
not
old
what
woman.
I meant. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, above game, I know that. However, Salvix is thinking exactly that's what you're thinking. So he's like, no. Because, again, the intelligence of an average person.
I mean, if the end goal is to essentially adopt the entire country into your house, wouldn't it be a good first step to adopt an heir? Someone that already fights for the will of the people to begin with?
Even I have no idea where you're going with this.
I hate you.
To be honest, we already have a fighting force. And then I put a hand on Salvix's shoulder. Here's the leader right here. Wouldn't it be nice if the leader of this revolting army was your adopted son?
There's several emotions on Salvix's face right now. Primarily panic.
Thank
It's almost
Thank-
a shame that Serenix isn't there to laugh at him.
Yeah. Yeah. The other one is thank fuck Serenix isn't here right now. Because Serenix would 100% just break down crying laughing.
Ryan, how do you feel that I'm turning your character into the messiah of this place?
Well, considering that was kind of the goal.
Well, there you go. See, it's easier to make a messiah. You just need good PR.
Yeah, that's just the problem of Salvix is pretty sure once Sarnath is toppled, he dies.
Perfect!
Yeah. King found dead on the throne.
There's your martyr right there!
Yeah, it's almost like it's explicitly what my class is called.
I know.
What the fuck he does here? Yeah, Salvix is just again not 100% understanding what's going on until this statement happens, and then just what?
What? It's a good way of getting royal house support while still holding on to the support of your people. Besides, you're kind of like this unique scale color anyway. Nobody can really tell what you were before. For all we know, you're actually her long lost descendant or something.
It is an idea, I suppose, but I'm unsure of the long-term ability of that, considering I don't think I live much longer past the toppling of the Empire.
Oh, that's
It's a
fine.
terrible idea.
You'll just have to make an heir before you die.
Your idea is terrible.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
Internally, Salvix is like, oh, thank fuck.
An heir is a good idea. somebody to take up my namesake after I pass on, besides the fact that he's unlikely to live that long in the first place, followed by the fact that would you really want to start a rebellion with an idea in mind that is only a lie?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a lie if it's false. If you make it true, it becomes the truth.
That's often like the saying that you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd. Just because you've changed it slightly. Not saying he's a turd, but it's along the same lines.
You could also take that same turd, put it in the ground for a few hundred years, and suddenly you have a diamond.
We don't have a few hundred years.
Then I guess we'll have to add more pressure.
How dare you bring science into this?
Well, what? She's anti-science and anti-religion? What is she?
Provision!
Provision!
Hey man, as somebody who needs glasses, someone who needs glasses their whole life, so am I.
Alright, okay. Yeah, okay.
Could we name that the title of the episode? Provision.
I think it needs to be at this point.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I can do that.
It would be better suited for him as a representative of the house, not as an active member of it. The lineage is not meant to carry. The name is.
That's fair.
At this point, I've well and given up on the lineage carrying. There are still suitors that come to my house seeking whatever it is they want with my future. And they're gross. And I don't care.
The mention of all that, Savik's just kind of like staring like into the middle distance, probably incidentally into the crystal ball, not really paying attention, and just like gross.
I mean, your story's a bunch of old men marrying young women. Why wouldn't the flip side be there?
I'd rather not think about either case.
That's fair.
My end is to come. I don't want it to be at somebody else's expense.
I've lost the plot. What's happening?
So you accept him as the representative of your house, then?
That's fine.
Sweet. Mission accomplished.
Now Modernio is a good speaker, but just not a good representative. He's not a fighter. Quite frankly, he can handle the diplomatic... Excuse me! The diplomatic side of things much better.
Yes, I'm not a... Yes.
A good talker? Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Like all sense of like bravado and purpose is just left Salvix. He's just, I don't really know what's happening right now. I'm just accepting it as it's happening. Because any sense of grandeur that he can even try to give this woman, she's just gonna go nah. Because it's all couched in Drakenmare, and she doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just like okay.
K2 has to bite his tongue from saying, it was like, yeah, we can't all be as awesome as me.
And no offense to either of you who joined the meeting, but it is better to have a Dragonborn representing the Dragonborn community and populace than it is for somebody of a foreign dignitary and
slow pan to Theo.
That guy.
You know, there were so many things you could have said. Representative from a different material plane, any number of things. But no, I suppose I'm just that guy.
It is far better than anything else I could have said.
Yeah, I honestly, that guy, probably the best he could have gotten.
Yeah. Yeah. Insert no words here.
I remain silent as to
Yeah.
not antagonize this woman in her own, in her own kingdom.
As to antagonize old lady Advarianok, who clearly does not give a single fuck.
Nah, she'll have me stabbed so fast.
She will slap you with her orb. She might not have the strength to do it. She'll have Nam and Dirty, he'll do it.
Now when Dirty just comes over, picks it up, smashes it over your head. Did I do a good?
I don't like that. It was all fine until the end. Then it was like, Oh, okay. We should probably also return the quest badge while we're here.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat that?
The house brooch.
Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like the house brooches are going to be really important if we keep them all together, because
Okay.
of something Josh said in another session.
Okay, fair.
And that's more player knowledge than character knowledge.
Well,
still.
Yeah, it's also Salvix is like, I don't know what. A lot has happened that he did not expect it to, and so he's just. I'm here now. Me good fight, me kind of good talk, not here though. My authority means nothing here. This is political maneuvering. This is why we hired K2.
Yes, you hired me, and I definitely didn't force myself into the situation.
Look, it's useful, okay? I know how to talk to the little people. I don't know how to talk to the rich people.
I know how to talk to both. Let's go.
Fuck you.
Anyway. Well, this has been a very productive meeting. If there's nothing else, we will take our leave.
I don't remember agreeing to any terms.
That is an
Okay.
important part of the deal.
I thought I remember her saying she does accept him, but that's fine. Let's go back to okay. So what will it take you to accept him?
Oh, if you're just seeking the... Yeah, she did agree to that part, but I...
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And anything further.
Yeah.
I see.
So if there was anything else...
Well, I mean, like, with the whole representative thing backing us when we do
I
the...
guess, yeah, it all ties
yeah.
together.
It all kind of ties together. Because
Okay.
she made it sound like she doesn't really have, like, a fighting force to help us battle.
Oh, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. She literally has two people, which
I'm
are
trying
probably
to
just her
figure
house
out what else
guards.
she has to offer then
Yeah.
that we would want to talk to
I
her
mean,
about.
I mean, before Namadirdio was like, hey, her visions have been kind of fucky lately. It was like, well, maybe she could help us with that. But then it's like, hey, her visions have been kind of fucky lately. It's like,
Yeah.
It's almost like she's not going to live long enough to see the future.
yeah, probably not.
She can only see the future of events that she already lived
Yeah.
through.
Yeah. Why does the future look all dark and smell like burnt Pop-Tarts? What's a Pop-Tart? Oh no.
I guess the only thing that I guess we should like definitely lock down, and no offense to her ladyship, but in the event of her passing, just had to bring up the notes. Now murdered. I can't fucking say that.
Now
The Speaker of the House.
Yeah. Now Moduriel, the Speaker of the House, can corroborate that you back our endeavor.
He gives a very what's the energetic nod. Yes.
An energetic nod. All right.
That feels concerning.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't want to vocalize it. Can I insight check that? Is this guy? Is he an agent for another house, waiting to take the house ship when she finally croaks?
Insight check.
Yeah. Well, actually, above game I would like to, but I don't think Salvix has enough context for political machinations to roll an inside check.
Dirty 20.
So I'm
he
not
seems
gonna roll.
kind of like
Like he's been
more confused about what's going on than anything.
No, and
Like,
he's compensating with energy.
yeah.
Oh, honey, you're just an interpreter. You don't actually like think for yourself. Got it.
Yeah, he's just a mouthpiece.
Basically what it is.
Yeah.
He's the speaker, not the thinker.
That's fair.
Yeah. We've met the thinker, and all she's done is make Salvix's brain hurt and go, Yeah. So
Why
so
does
you
she
know.
talk in riddles?
No, it's not even that. It's more of just the things that she's saying. It's like, fuck, I didn't think about that. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Fuck, I haven't thought about a lot of this. Like, it's good that we met, because if we hadn't, things might have gone a lot worse for me and my people.
Yeah.
It's almost like her wisdom supersedes her bullshit.
Well, yeah, she's so wise she doesn't need to bullshit. It's just you're stupid. You're stupid and you need to know it. It's like, yeah, okay. And Salvix isn't arrogant enough to take. I mean, yeah, Salvix isn't arrogant enough to not take that as like, yeah, that's fair. Salvix knows he's not smart. He's strong, and he's good at talking sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I said sometimes.
I'm agreeing with you.
Well, it was more Josh going, eh.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, then if she doesn't need anything else from us, then we're good to go.
Trying to think if there's anything else that she would need.
I don't know. Maybe now she just wants to have a vision to freak us the fuck out.
Now is the point where she goes into a vision and just starts spouting nonsense about our personal futures. It's like, no! That's the thing I didn't want to happen.
No, and nothing else that she needs from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't imagine she really needs much, especially from us. Mostly just don't fuck up.
Now get out.
Always watching.
Get out of here. It's happy open.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off Saphira. It's very much Roz.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Yeah, terrifying, but in a way that isn't physically imposing at all.
You go back out into the populace, and everybody's like, takes a look at Thale, and they're like, "Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me."
I put the illusion back up.
No, obviously it wouldn't be that. Obviously Thale is the 2319.
He's the sock.
Yes.
Say it takes every
He's a 6'5",
fiber
he's a
of
filthy elf.
self-control that Theon has just to not whip out the shades of the past and point it at someone and be like, "Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? I'm kind of curious."
She would know what it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I think she's obviously
thing is,
smart
would she
enough to
tell
know that
you?
me presenting it isn't me threatening her with it, right?
The thing, maybe.
No,
The
she
thing
would
is that-
absolutely perceive that as a threat.
Yeah. It's more would she tell you what it is?
The problem would be,
Yeah.
would she react because she knew that you were going to threaten her? Ah.
And my intention is not to threaten her. Threatening her, it would be a very poor choice, no matter how angry I am.
So who are you threatening there, bud?
I'll wait till I get outside and threaten someone out there.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
What?
you there with the red scales? Oh God, that's a guard.
Oh no. Do
Well,
not threaten.
wasn't Fail already a red dragonborn, or did he decide on something else?
I think he was red, yeah.
Yeah.
I was red, yes.
Like, why is this red dragonborn so mad at me?
Why does he keep saying something about my people? We are the same people.
We are your people.
You're not my people. Okay, buddy. Someone to call the loony bin?
So nobody talked to him. He's having a day. Who did he come here with?
Yeah. Having to adopt the guise of his most hated enemy, and then meeting with one of the royal families and basically being called boy.
Yeah. Anyone ever seen the show Black Dynamite?
Ah,
No Black Dynamite.
Bam, bam.
the cartoon or the live action?
The cartoon. I never got to see the live action.
When I sell drugs to the community, Black Dynamite.
It's like, there's a scene in the cartoon where he's like, Black Dynamite was a baby, and then he was a young child, and then he grew up into a fine young man. But at no point in time was Black Dynamite ever to be referred to as boy.
Funny. I like that. Yeah.
Alright. We get back to the other three who were just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Hanging out. At this point, there have been a gathering of a what would I call this? A scoundrel of kobolds.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, that's a good collective noun for kobolds.
Oh, that's good. I would have called it a trench coat of kobolds.
No, that's for goblins.
Oh, fair.
A scoundrel of kobolds.
A fleecing of a robbery of kobolds.
Anyways, come on.
Who have, to be honest, they've kind of just crawled out of various, like nooks and crannies.
Yes, in the fucking walls.
Yeah, pretty much. And have since not said anything to you, but they have come over and are just grabbing at your clothes. Serenix, for you, it's, they're actually grabbing at your clothes because you're the same size as your illusion. So they're a bit confused when they pull out, like, when they grab your armor where there's like a fine piece of cloth, and they're like, what? So they're like trying to look at their hands confused. And the other two of you, they just ignore.
Yeah, because neither of them are illusions,
Yeah.
and also neither of them are scout folk.
Yep.
Yeah.
So whatever. I don't need this.
And then as the rest of the party comes upstairs, the scoundrel all just disbands back into their nooks.
I would like to say once they start like touching her, she definitely was just holding on to like her important things, which is literally just kind of her hammer. But like,
Yeah.
Holding on to the hammer, not to threaten them, but like, no, my baby.
Is this in the house or out in the street?
It is in the
I thought-
house.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought that we were
Yeah.
in the house.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
House servant kobolds.
Oh, servants.
Well, maybe. That's my assumption.
Kind of got more of
they're
like
freeloaders, obviously.
Like a street urchin vibe, yeah.
yeah, like a street urchin vibe, or even just like, I don't know, like orphans that are just that she like yeah, sure, you can fucking stay in my house. I'm down in my
Yeah.
down in my cave all the time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they just all scatter.
Yeah.
Do we catch that?
No, they would hear you coming.
Okay, so it's basically while we're coming up the stairs, they all disperse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it took them a while before they came out to begin with, so they were only around for like a minute.
Oh. Yeah, basically like the suspicious cat slowly coming out for like food.
Yeah.
And as soon as it's spooked, just bolts. Gotcha.
The strangest minute of her life, honestly.
Yeah.
So, how'd it go?
Second house attained.
Selvig still has like kind of like that confused look and like half distant stare of like, I don't really know.
We are 2 for 2. Let's keep it going.
Well, he's confused, so I'm gonna say, good job. So. It all
Okay, so you're going to have to explain this to me when we get somewhere else.
Sure. Cyranex, you'll probably find this funny. I offered up Salvix for adoption.
Yeah, again, just that 1,000-yard stare comes back. From full, like, mid-distance to just full, just...
She didn't go for it, but she seemed amicable enough to make Salvix the House representative in the coming conflict, so that's a good sign.
Wow, look at you racking up titles.
I think that's the first one.
No, you're also the Messiah of the Church. Remember
What does
we
that
did
word mean?
Did that last time?
I don't, what... Is that a common word? I don't know that one.
Well, I guess a more apt description would be the prophet, but whatever, it's fine.
I mean, I guess. We should go. We should not occupy any more of the time of the house.
Yeah, let's go.
Obviously, I assume before we leave, you reconjure our illusions so we can get out of the city with hopefully easier.
Once again, I already said that.
Did you? I missed it again.
Yeah, that's alright. I did it before we even came up from the basement.
Okay.
Alright. And you guys have no issues. Actually, before you leave,
Never mind, I've decided there are issues.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, no issues? I don't believe that.
more
There
just
are issues.
Theo would notice something.
No.
Actually, Sarah
I
would
notice?
notice as well. You would notice a rather jolly individual
Oh,
pushing a cart of pastries down the street.
okay.
The pastries are all neon bright, as they seem to be glistening in the sunlight.
I know you mean sparkling.
I actively
But when
stopped
I
the
hear-
party.
When I hear glistening, I think of wet.
Yeah. Wet.
Everyone.
I think they're kind of interchangeable. But sparkling, glistening, either one, yeah.
Right?
So,
It's a connotation of the word for Krista.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I would
Hey,
I would actively bring the party to a halt with a look of pure shock on my face as I draw their attention to the man moving down the street, and I point with a shaky finger and I say out loud, I think I think that's the Muffin Man.
Pretty Patty.
You say that with such ominous, dire. Like, what is this? Is this like a lizard folk, kobold, dragonborn?
Human.
Can we tell at this distance?
What?
At the mention of the Muffin Man, K2 Shadow kind of like starts and runs behind Briar's shadow.
I've heard stories of this individual, but I never thought I would witness him with my own eyes.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are you guys on?
It's an old folktale. It's just a guy selling pastries.
They're very
Don't you
dark.
tell me it's just a folktale! Alright? I've seen atrocities of my life that hardly anyone else can ever imagine, alright? I do not trust this man. Alright? I can smell danger in the air.
Are they coming closer to us?
Kinda. They're not approaching you. They're just walking down the street.
Right, well,
They
that's
just,
what I mean. Like, is
they
there
just
down
happen
the
to be
street
moving
toward
our
us?
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyrix is just kind of like blankly looking at them
Yeah.
as like just kind of this argument is just. You want to try a shiny pastry? I kind of want to try a shiny pastry.
Oh, you fool. It'll be the last thing you ever do.
Wonderful. Let's go.
I warned her.
She goes over to buy a shiny pastry.
Alright, yeah, you are very... The expression of joy in this individual is immeasurable, so much so I can't replicate it.
Because you're utterly bereft.
Yes, and he will happily sell you one of these shimmering pastries for 1 silver.
Cool. Yeah, as
What color?
she was like getting the money out, it's just so what is the why are they shiny? Bob, what are you fucking doing over there, honey?
Fuck, you made Josh have to make dialogue for this.
I did, yes.
They are decorated in such a way that the sunlight from this great world shines on them and reflects it into the world.
Oh, no, never mind. I agree with Joshua. Clearly, this is Satan.
She just kind of like pauses for a second. She's just like, right, okay. Can I have a blue one?
You may.
Hell yeah! I give him a silver and I get a blue one.
Yeah, he will
It's blue flavor.
go through his reserves and fetch you a blue shimmering pastry.
Be clear, not blueberry, blue.
Yeah.
She just kind of waves, and is like, thanks. And then like rips it in half to gives half to Salvix. She's like, try this with me.
Okay.
With no care for Theo having his mental breakdown, they try the pastry.
Yeah.
Be careful. You might be eating children parts.
What?
You guys are fucking weird.
What does...
Hey, I
Eat
don't
the
think it's
pastry.
true. I just know the story. And
Is that a common tale? Like, looking... I guess this was also between Briar and Darkalion to see, like... I assume they didn't react in anywhere near the same way.
I mean, I read it in a book of folktales, so I don't know how common it is.
Yes. Jude used to read me stories before bed when I was a child. This was one such tale I heard many a time, and it gave me much advice.
And it turns out that Jute was just a dick.
Does anything happen when I eat the pretty patty?
Yes, actually.
The pity patty.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Probably in solidarity, like, Salvix and Certus would do it at basically the same time, so...
She waits for him, actually, because that's what she always does, is wait for him to try it with her.
They all kind of slowly reaches out as if to stop Salvex, but he's like, it's too late. He's gone.
Listen,
Okay.
if she has to
Anyways.
suffer through something gross, she has to make him suffer with it with her.
Yeah, she has to wait for him to do it first, so he can't get out of it.
Listen, she'll eat it right next to him as soon as he takes a bite too, but
Yeah.
he has to eat it with her.
Alright.
Yeah.
Both of you can roll me 1d4.
Okay.
Oh.
1, 2.
Alright. So for the respective number of hours equal to the roll of the d4, you have incredibly fresh breath.
It's mint.
It's not mint flavored. It's
It's just the effect of it.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just the effect of it. It tastes more like what did I want to say? Like a
Like
Blue
blue flavor.
Moon ice cream.
Blue Moon ice cream?
Yeah.
My context for that is an alcohol, so that sounds gross.
It's really good.
I don't know what that is, so
Blue flavored. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just want you to know that I side-eyed the camera as if I was in the office when you said that.
okay. Yeah, I guess.
Available at your nearest Cold Stone ice cream.
Well, that's why I haven't had Cold Stone in years.
Fucking sponsored ads. Anyways, yeah.
She just looks at Theo and she's just like, I have wonderfully fresh breath. Oh no.
Yeah. Unless anything else stops us on the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the only random event
Okay.
as you leave the premises.
Well, yeah. Well, that went better than I expected, I suppose. I don't really know what I expected, honestly.
Alright, are we done traumatizing fail? Can we leave?
No, yeah. Yeah.
Still shivering.
We've left the city by this point.
Come on, buddy, we'll find you a weighted blanket.
We've left the city at this point.
Cool.
Find me a drink as well.
Right. I suppose with that taken care of, the only house we really have left to get anything back from is Merivane,
Yep.
which maybe we'll.
We left in the capable hands of Tom Herrick. I don't know, did we get a response back?
No.
Okay, I didn't think we did.
Yeah. Something about the statement of that being and capable sounds inaccurate.
Did Tom Herrick come back?
No.
Okay.
We've heard nothing from our dearest.
No,
Mother,
Tom Eric ate the letter as soon as he was out of sight.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, that's just how he processes the mail. Well, I could always just send Tom Herrick a message, see how everything's going.
Oh yeah, they kicked my ass. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, as we
We've got time on the way back to the camp, so.
yeah, as we go back to camp, I'll send a message to Tom Herrick. Like, hey, just checking in. Making sure you delivered that letter I gave you, and wondering if there was a response at all.
K2, you are not gonna believe this shit. Everybody's dying. I can't find him anywhere. There's so many dead people around, and quite frankly, I don't really understand what's going on. But I've been impaled.
Somehow I knew that's how that was gonna end. As soon as you started talking, he was in some sort of traumatic incident.
I'll send another one. Like, when you say everyone, do you mean everyone in Cardinals Retreat, everyone in their clan, or everyone you just happen to be around right now? Which case of the latter, where are you?
I am in Cardinals, and there's like a civil war that broke out around here because somebody got mad and somebody said something about somebody else's mother, and next thing I know, I'm the target, and there's like 6 spears in me, and I think a shoe somewhere.
This
It
is
hurt.
Alright.
every moment of this.
So he can't find them because of the Civil War.
And because he can't really move.
Yeah, that part I don't really care about.
That's more of the reason why.
That is one implication of the events.
I am back. Sorry, what did I miss?
You missed me checking in with Tom Eric and finding out that there is a civil war going on in Cardinals Retreat, and so he's been unable to deliver my letter.
And also that Tom Eric has been impaled.
Yeah, that
Multiple
part
times.
I don't care about.
That's nothing new.
Yeah.
No,
Tom
it's
Eric's natural state of being.
no.
is impaled.
In some method of grievously injured, correct.
Yeah, it wasn't really important for the catch-up.
It wasn't. However, you can't forget the flavor text sometimes.
Alright.
I probably could have just made the assumption. I probably could have got there on my own with nobody telling me.
Well,
You
I mean,
could have.
he probably got stabbed as soon as he got there, and then
And then from there,
he shook that off and then kept going, and that's when he found out about the Civil War. And
by
then he
being
got
impaled.
stabbed several more times, yeah.
He found out by being impaled.
It is entirely possible that the impaling was completely unrelated.
It's
That's
like
also
everybody
true.
was breaking out in a fight, and then they went, "Hey, it's Tom Eric," and then they all had peace for like a minute as they all just stabbed Tom Eric, and then they went back to fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Love that.
So we've got 2 options. We can either just kind of write off that clan's not really going to be any help, or we have to go to Cardinals Retreat ourselves in order to fucking deal with this Civil War bullshit, or at least get to them in the middle of the Civil War.
Why do we need them again? I'm confused.
They're the main military force of Sarnath.
Yeah.
They would bolster our numbers immensely.
Yeah.
Wait.
Waiting.
No,
Wait.
sorry. Hang on. I'm just trying to
Continue.
figure out. Wait.
Buffering.
Why do they need us? Wait. What do they need from Cardinals? Hang on. I'm missing. Oh, so
The
many
guy
plot
is
So
holes.
they're hiding in Cardinals because
Yeah.
their house has been split in 2, one that's loyal to the Empire, one that's not, and we want the one that's not. But
And he's in
but
Cardinals because he
they're
runs
in Cardinals.
a mercenary operation.
yeah,
out of Cardinals.
and now there's a civil war in Cardinals.
Right. Okay. Thank you. There's so many threads, and they're all getting so jumbled, and I keep losing the plot every 5 minutes.
I recommend
Why?
writing this down so you can know.
No. Tori
At
just
the
forgets
very
things like a
least,
cool
make
person.
make a Pepe Sylvia board like I do, so you can at least
That
see everything.
makes so much sense.
Listen, I used to have such detailed notes for this campaign, and
And then it
then we
died.
just kept playing.
No. I agree with
Which
that.
sounds bad,
I
but
used to
it's
keep
really-
pretty good notes as Edward, and then like
Yeah.
halfway through I
Yeah,
stopped.
God, I remember session 2.
Hey, I had notes up to like session 20 something.
I had like very good notes for a very long time, and then eventually it just like, woo, out the window it went, and then the
And
same
then-
thing sort of
and
happened on
then-
Sunday, and then I just once again went into my fallback
Yeah.
of like, hey Kayla,
Yeah. See, Tori was doing so well, and then Squirrel Brain.
yeah.
Anyways,
So now you might get to be my Kayla for this campaign.
Jeez.
I mean,
Anyways,
that's fine because my version of notes is literally just remembering things.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. I don't remember them until something triggers the memory, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this thing happened.
As
Yeah.
my friends have said, I factory reset every night when I go to sleep.
Yeah, it checks out.
Is what I've been told.
Serenix at the we can go there perks. I was like, please.
You want to go to the Civil War?
I just want.
I mean, it would be something of a trial run.
All right. What were you saying, Cyrenix?
The place I'd never been before. Mainland's neat as shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. How what do you three think? Briar, Darkali, and Thale.
Maybe we can go get that rock out of the ground.
God.
Listen, we mentioned Cardinals, and I was like, I should go look at what notes I have, or like what goals I had remaining from that place, and one of them is just get the rock out of the ground.
That's going to take way too much effort. Like, do you suddenly have a bunch of mining experience that I don't know about?
Maybe.
Look, you have a couple more strong people now. But that's really not going to help the fourth multiplier of a giant rock in the ground. No,
it's really not. No, but I mean, like, I'm fine with going anywhere. I have no particular places I need to be. So,
you know, if we do end up going there, I do at least want to touch base with the others of the resistance, the other officers, to make sure that operations will continue in our absence. So not necessarily an immediate exit, but as close to as possible.
Okay, we want to make sure they don't burn the place down while we're gone.
Yes.
Sorry, I was very deep in thought, and I just accidentally tuned out what Ryan said. What happened? What? Sorry, what?
they want to check in
Making
with
sure that other people
resistance.
don't burn the.
Yeah. Basically, go. Hey, we're leaving. We'll be back soon. We hope.
Oh, at the camp. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were already there. Okay.
We'll be back. with
No.
help.
We're basically mid-transit.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Because it does take a couple hours to get out there.
That's fair.
Da-na-na-na-na.
I do think it's hilarious that we're just kind of camped out a couple hours outside of the capital city, but it's fine.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I feel like this is just such an obvious place to just park your resistance.
Well, when the
Well,
Empire,
it
well,
seems
the
fair.
Empire is very arrogant.
But it's also like a majority of like their military is on like the
Occupied
west,
elsewhere.
are like on the western and a couple on the eastern side of the continent or the not the
Yeah.
continent, the country.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like it's very Millennium Falcon right next to the bridge right of the Star
Mhm.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
I guess we continue on our way to camp and then head
Go
out.
from there. Yeah, and then go from there.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
inform the people that you're needing to be informed.
Lots of
Which
chess
is,
pieces.
it's mostly just pawn. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can inform some of the other, like pawn and bishop, because rook and knight are both kind of not really integral to the main structure.
Yeah.
Rook is just there to seduce dumb nobles, and then knight is there to just be terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll inform those two, and then how are we planning to get to this place?
So there's two ways that we can
Not
go.
one I've ever heard of.
What's that?
Cardinals Retreat. I've never heard of it.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
a secret city, run by like thieves and mercenaries and stuff. So there's two ways that we
That
can
makes
go
sense.
there. Yeah.
All right.
We can either wait until tomorrow, in which case I can just take us straight there, or we can head to my home in the high city of Lorik, where there is a boat waiting for us, in which case we can just take that boat to the city, and it might take a couple days to go by boat, but we will then have a boat.
As
Take you like 9 days by boat.
Yeah, that's fine.
as much as I would favor expediency in this case, if we're going to be leaving,
Well, how like advanced are we how advanced is this civil war? Like, at what stage are we in? Is it like the beginnings? Are we nearing the end? Because
that's also true.
we might want to know a little bit
All
more
right.
detail.
Hold on. Let me ask someone else.
I was gonna say, don't ask
Someone who knows something.
Don't ask Tom Merrick, for the love of God.
All right. Let's see here.
It's like, who do we ask? But I was like, oh yeah, Kato is a contact.
There it is. I was trying to. All right. I actually, the one thing I do take notes of is people's names, because I'm
That makes sense.
I'm terrible at remembering people's names.
Oh yeah, fucking
Real life.
same. I've had to ask
When
Joshua
we were
multiple
in-
times about one person's name because I keep forgetting it, even though it's a very easy name.
I was still in note-taking mode when we were in Cardinal, so I also have things written. I have names from there too.
I'm going to send a message to Herzog, the blacksmith that I commissioned my armor from. And I'm going to say, hey, I heard there's a civil war going on in Cardinals right now. Do you have any intel on what stage of the war it is currently in?
Your message does not
Oh.
reach its target.
Do I get the sense that Herzog's dead?
Yes.
Motherfucker. Take years to get someone like him into a place like Cardinals Retreat.
Ooh, yeah, that's. It turns out he was the first casualty. He's the one who said something about someone's mother.
Then he's not very good at his job if that was what he did.
Look. He had one. He had the drink that makes you forget where you at.
You come into my place of business, insult my mother? Well, fuck your mother, kid.
And then like 6 crossbow bolts all at the same time.
What was the name of Atramir's friend? Like the family friend?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Because that guy I definitely didn't write the name of because it was Atramir's thing.
Which guy? Sorry.
So he was like
The guy who couldn't die.
he didn't die with the rest of the family because he was either like a family friend or he was like married into the family, so he wasn't like blood related or something.
Yeah, he was a family friend.
Yeah, when we went to Atramir's like house, he was the only person there.
Oh yeah, that was Hurid.
That's what it was. I wanted to call him Olaf, but that's just because that's what he's based off of.
Oh, that's good.
I will send a message.
That's
to
what I pictured every time.
Hurid, and ask him
Same thing.
the same thing. With the preface, "Hey, it's that friend of Atramir's you met that one time."
Oh yeah, AKK2.
That was more coherent than I expected. I expected to just be like sounds of man mid concussion.
There's been a war going for like what
Time.
day is it?
I tell him. Well, I guess it's not active communication.
Yeah.
I want to say it's been like 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
Okay.
A lot of people are dead.
We might have the time for the boat then.
I'm pretty sure that the entire sub-level is on fire. I'm missing both my arms.
Oh God.
And you're still alive?
Oh, you can live
Haven't,
with no arms.
Well, I guess yeah. That
I'm
is
almost
match up or not.
certain something is chewing one of my legs off.
Oh, he's getting eaten by Remoraz right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
my head is in something. Other than that, I'm doing fine.
I
He's
mean-
so casual in a situation of dire.
This guy
Distress.
is going to die. I don't have the power to get to him today.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I used my wish to make us all look like dragon people.
Yeah, you did. And you know what? We looked great.
It's
Yep.
really funny when you think about it.
It is hilariously funny.
It's like,
Yeah. So I don't remember K2. I don't remember K2 having seeming, and then yeah, as soon as I'm like, oh duh, fucking wish. He said it last time.
Yeah.
God.
having
Gotta love
you
it.
use your super powerful spell. I made us
Um,
look like dragons.
But only some of us, because some of us didn't want to join the party, Briar.
What could you have done with your super powerful spell? Saved a life. What did you do with it? Made dragons.
I mean,
No, not even
tomorrow-
dragons, dragon people.
Well, not tomorrow, but in 2 days, I could use that same power to just bring him back. So whatever.
It's true.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is true.
I mean, you could also do it to bring your fucking your
And
Your
then
friend
you're gonna
back.
Get you're gonna get a really sternly worded letter from Edward, like, stop bringing people back from the dead.
She's
nothing
getting
you can
mad
do
at me,
about it,
and
it's
I'm
a
not
wish.
even doing it. I'm not doing it this time.
No, it's fine because it's a wish. Meaning, I was always supposed to make that wish. That's how wishes work.
No, it isn't.
Did he?
I don't have the sources to back that up, but I don't think that's
I got-
correct.
I got distracted by homie literally being eaten to death. But what? Did
It's
he
been 2
say?
weeks.
Yeah, it's been
Approximately.
it's been going on for 2 weeks.
A lot of
the
people are dead. Sub levels on fire. He's being eaten
Sub-levels
by
on
Remoraz.
fire, which means like the other levels are just covered in smoke.
So I feel like if we go to Lorik and then take
There might not be a
almost
Cardinals
week
left.
and a half to then get to Cardinals, that we might miss everything in its entirety, and or get to Cardinals and it's just gonna be like
Or dust.
it's gonna be like the Syndicate's like complete and utter like total control hideout place.
the Syndicate-
Essentially.
Yeah, they were the ones that were.
Yeah. That was the one that.
Oh, is that what they were
yeah.
called? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one that Ashmir was like, oh, we don't fuck with them.
There
Yeah,
were
we
so
don't
many
fuck with
different
them.
factions that I was just like, oh, whatever.
Yes. The,
Really? I
the
figured
guy
that would have
who-
been
the
your
guy
thing.
The guy who ran the council was the leader of the Syndicate.
Yeah,
The old
and that's why we don't fuck with them. But now we don't have Ashmir to hold us back, so we can fuck with them now.
I'm ready to fuck some people up. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to make this like stretch out into 4 months so I can have my clone.
Okay.
God.
Okay, if we wait 4 months, then we're definitely getting the
I'm not
Cardinals when
saying
everything's
4
over.
months to go to Cardinals. I'm saying 4 months so that I can complete my fucking story arc that I've had since the beginning of this campaign.
Yeah, no, fair.
You'll get there one day.
Because I forgot that the fucking clone takes 4 months to grow.
No, yeah, and then we'll complete it at just before the 4-month mark. Be like, sorry.
Yeah. We'll get to you in the
Epilogue.
or in the epilogue. Sorry, yeah.
Prequel. yeah. No,
Prequel.
K2's already completed his story arc, and now he's just reliving it, but more bombastic this time.
Yeah, my whole story was while I was in school. This is just the epilogue.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
god.
the dramatized version.
But no,
Yeah.
actually, I really think we probably should just get there sooner rather than later.
Yeah. With that information, yeah, it's something more of a.
It definitely sounds like shit is going down, and
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, well, I'll just do what I was initially planning on doing, and then we can teleport tomorrow. So, what I'm going to do, just because of my stuff, is I'm going to send the vat of blood that is turning into a clone, and my simulacrum, and I'm going to send them in a teleportation circle back to Lorik.
Okay.
And then the extra stuff I'll just send to you, Josh. Yeah.
Sure.
we
So
go
you
to
guys
sleep.
Yeah, I like to.
Yep.
Taking a rest, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a nap. Get ready for tomorrow.
Get ready for some football. Wham, blah, blah, blah.
Certainly something.
So yeah, you guys, you take your rest, gaining the benefits of said long rest.
I'm sitting here wondering, like, wow, we're about to probably get into some shit. Should we maybe know what our items do before we go?
Which items? Do we get more items?
No,
No.
but we don't know what they're gonna do until we use them. Is the problem?
Yeah, we
don't
don't.
know. Right,
Tools,
because-
but Josh was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
now
yeah.
you'll find out when
Yeah.
we use them.
I can't
Yeah.
identify them because I just get vague messages back.
Yeah. You get back the literal thing of what it is.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you guys aren't even attuned to them yet?
No, we're
No,
all attuned.
we are.
No, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
attuned to it. I still don't know what it does until I use it.
Josh just won't
Yeah.
tell us until.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's a troll.
Okay, well.
The only reason that
like,
you know
grab
what yours
real quick.
does is because you have an artifact that is known to the current age.
Right. Mine's awesome. Brian,
No, fuck you.
Brian, do you want me to just like stab you, see what your armor does?
She's just like, looks down at herself like, yeah, sure, let's go.
I mean, technically, I could also stab her with my spear, and then we could figure out 2 for 1.
Oh, well, there you
Two
go.
Words with one stone. All
Perfect.
Yep, smarter idea.
And this is where we find out that Salvix has gotten a spear of instant kill. It
Yeah.
only works once.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Spear of vampire slaying? Oh god, it's just a really big steak.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
I forgot that
why is it all red? Oh, because it's covered in eons of vampire blood.
a really
Oh.
stupid moment. I forgot that both steak and steak are like.
It's a really big steak. What does steak have to do with this? Like, it's just a fucking cow, Pete. Like a part of a cow.
I was just imagining one of those like really like cartoonish, you know, like the red ones with like the white line around it. Like,
Oh my
they're
god.
just really big.
No,
That was the
It's
that's-
like a little bone in the middle.
That's actually that's actually the sigil of House Maribane. It's just a really big steak.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly like that, Joe. That
Thanks,
was
English language.
literally
Yeah.
what my brain
Yeah.
first thought of before steak, like, you know, the wooden steak. Anyways, Staffy Salvix.
Cool.
Sarah
Dude.
times on something so that she can get a good view of all of this happening.
Yeah, dude. Do you want us to roll hit into damage or no, Josh?
Well, are you attacking at the same time?
Well,
I'm not
she
attacking, I'm just
yeah,
getting stabbed.
yeah, because she
I'm
has
gonna
her shirt.
whip my T-shirt at him.
Oh, K2 is not no longer stabbed.
No.
I am, because mine is a weapon and hers is armor, quote unquote.
Okay.
Question mark?
Question mark?
So, the question I have then is...
Oh no.
I just realized we walked through fucking Sarnath and he was wearing a t-shirt the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the T-shirt that I've like woven with like it looks fancy.
Yeah,
Sure.
With
yeah,
my
yeah.
old
Praise and
armor,
follow.
but yes, it is. But it is a T-shirt that says "Praise to follow." Yes.
Oh my god.
Hey, no one asked any questions. No one probably
Graphic
even remembers who
tee.
Nafala is.
True. Anyways, as you were saying, Josh.
So the question becomes, Briar, are you allowing him to stab you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
The
then-
armor
I
does
like,
stuff.
juke, and I just like dodge.
So then you stab her with your spear,
Okay.
and you deal damage.
Okay.
I know you know the damage values, so
Yes, I do. Dude, I mean, we are taking a long rest right after this. Do you want me to roll
Yeah,
damage just
it
for
doesn't
fucking
matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, your armor does not seem to protect you when you allow him to hit you,
Okay.
as I would expect.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to just check, and now I guess it'll be like, all right, try and stab me, and I'll try and not let you hit me.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, did stabbing her not tell him what the spear does?
No, I know what mine does already.
Oh, wait. Well, then let me hit her, because I don't know what my weapon does.
But in character, he doesn't know what his spear does. He does because he came up with the idea.
Ah.
But
Yeah,
Salvix
yeah.
does not know.
Yeah, which now Salvix has more insight into what it does. But yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead and do yours, Sheffa.
And this time, try to dodge, Briar.
Yeah.
Yes, makes me work
Just
for
wave in
it.
her hand, like, yeah, whatever.
Make me work for it.
Yeah. Try to dodge, gets crit.
Don't say
No,
it like
the other
that.
way.
No. At the same time, though, I am going to use a charge of my fighting spirit to give myself advantage.
Take the dodge action.
That's just mean.
No, I'm just fucking
This is
around.
supposed for both of our benefits.
No, I know. It was just so perfect. It's like I give myself advantage, I give you disadvantage. Haha, fuck you.
Anyway, Smackins.
Oh yeah, right. It's a fucking mall. I forgot about that.
All right.
Well, shit damage, but that's okay. That's for
Well,
the best.
That's. I was gonna say. I was like, that's a good thing, Joshua.
So
Well,
as the
that depends on what else it does, though.
as the maul swings towards you, you get this instant moment of realization that the attack is going to hit you, despite your best efforts.
Yeah.
Would you
said-
like to use your reaction?
I guess I'm going to assume that that's a thing that is important. So yeah.
All right.
It probably
You-
is, yes.
You use a reaction, in which case your body transforms momentarily
Ooh.
into the purest onyx crystal
Oh.
that you could imagine.
Ooh.
In which
That's
case,
super
you
cool.
you become immobile as part of this reaction. However, the attack hits you and does nothing. You take no damage.
Sick.
And
That's
neat.
really cool.
you are immediately mobilized again following that. So it is only good for one reaction versus one attack. However, your speed is reduced to 0 until the end of your next turn.
I'm assuming because my attack did nothing, I don't know what mine does yet.
If it does something when it strikes an object, you would know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we figured out what yours does. I still need to hit somebody.
Yeah, hit me again. Go ahead.
Alright. So would this one need to be one that I make an attack roll for again in order for me to find out what it does? Or
She's letting
can
you
she
do
just
it,
let me hit?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
sound like she's letting you do it. So yeah, you attack and yeah, that would. I was like, wait a minute, what does this one do? I remember now. Yeah, you attack and you deal bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yep. You also feel as if this weapon has now marked Briar.
Oh.
Interesting.
As you see, like, bits of the shadow seem to cling to her.
You
just
get
like-
it off.
No, stop it!
There's like the little shadows clinging to me. I'm like, ugh.
It's like, ha! You got some shadow on you.
What is so funny?
All right, does anybody else need to hit me with anything while we're at this?
I mean, I could see if I can figure out what my ring does.
I mean, I could, but there's a chance I'll set you on fire, and I kind of don't want to set you on fire.
One of the few things I'm not resistant to.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Which is weird with the demon blood.
listen,
Yeah,
I got
right?
a lot of other things, but
Not fire resistance.
sadly, fire was not one of them. I tried. I did try, but I didn't get it.
Also, don't. Yeah, I think technically you wouldn't have been resistant to my weapon, but it doesn't matter.
Do you know what your thing does? Your what did you get again, Cernix? A hammer?
Oh, I have no idea what it does at all.
It's
Alright,
it's a
well,
warhammer.
Yeah,
Warhammer.
yeah.
All right. Well, come on.
Big,
down.
yeah, big bonky stick.
She knows that she can throw it, and it returns to her.
It's true.
That's about all I know.
All right. Well, hit me with it.
I go to hit her with it. Schmack.
Bonky.
Fuck it, we'll see what this does.
Fuck it, we ball.
Evolve.
All right. As do you walk up and attempt to hit her with it, or are you throwing it at her?
I mean, I don't have great aim, so
Okay. You raise the weapon to attack her, and as you begin to swing downward, you feel as if you can somehow amplify your strike.
Oh.
So you have the option to go 1, 3, or 5 in terms of amplification.
1, 3, or 5? Oh shit.
Yes.
Hold on, let
Go
me.
big. Go bigger.
This is where you pick this, where you pick 5, and we
I
see
mean-
what happens.
Yes, but I need to put these notes down so as I randomly
Oh.
Pick
find out
5
what's
and
going
it hits all 5 of us.
Yeah, yeah. We all just get set on fire. This is more a problem for some of us than others.
on. Yeah, that's a problem for in a few minutes. That's fine. Fuck it, 5.
5? Okay.
It's a problem for
Um,
future us.
So you go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Can I just use the one I already have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That
Oh,
is my AC,
that
unless
is her
the
AC.
shirt changes what I have.
No, your shirt does not change it.
All right.
Alright, and you expend 5. So as you hit her, you you see spawning from a pit that raises or that appears beneath her is a large column of fire.
Oh my god. Yes.
Fire, please make me a not a con save, a dex save.
Deck save.
Sure.
27.
I have a 12, so
Yeah, that's
really
alright.
good. Yeah, there you go.
In that moment, you take a combination equaling 30 points of fire and radiant damage.
Oh fuck! Oh yes, flame strike.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And you feel as if the weapon cannot do that again today.
And then also,
your
tech-
hammer is
yeah.
tired.
also technically, Cernix would have also dealt another like 2d8 fire damage because of her divine strike.
Yeah.
I could have, but I didn't add it.
But we don't need to attack that. We already know that.
No, yeah. Technically, but not necessary in this moment. Yeah. Brian just like, yeah, beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, this is what I'm literally built for, is to
Oh yeah,
sponge.
same. Oh yeah, same.
This is what I've been doing all campaign.
Yeah,
Just
that's what. Yeah, that's why I made Salvix really, really beefy to help split
As
that
part of
burden
that,
for you.
Oh god.
you.
Mr. Thale,
Oh,
no, the shadows.
as Briar is struck, you feel your weapon itching to react to the damage.
Ooh. I need to
Use
let
your
it. I have to
reaction.
let it.
All right. Yes, you may use your reaction to expend the shadow charge. Please roll me 1d6.
okay. And take Briar's soul. And then it comes back
Six,
for
all right.
a soul not found.
So Briar, you take an additional 3 points of necrotic because you are resistant.
Uh-huh.
And Thale, you gain 3 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, after the giant column of fire, Xernex just starts laughing. And just like holds up her hands and like victory, just like, I love this.
Yes, and I think I'm quite a fan of what I have received as well.
I like how Serenix now has 2 sources of flame strike.
Yeah.
I, like,
It's either
flick some
Bonky
of,
Hammer
like,
Flame
the-
Strike or her own.
Like flick some of the char off of my body.
At the end of what would be your next turn, Briar, please roll me a con save.
Oh.
Not as good at these.
Hey,
Alright.
that's still pretty good.
Roll the 17.
That is high enough that you feel the lingering flame attempt to reignite, but you snuff it out.
Nice.
What?
I like
Wow.
you see Briar all of a sudden just kind of like starts patting herself down, like no.
Yeah, like her armor has like char and all that, but the Praise the Follow shirt is untouched.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what happens if I hit something with this multiple times.
I'm guessing it probably stacks.
Yep,
Probably.
Hooray.
Yeah.
exactly what it does.
It's probably like a expires at end of turn or something.
Bitch slap me with your ring hands.
I full on punch her in the face.
All right,
Pimp hand.
No slap. Full
Go.
punch.
go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you punch her in the face, and she's not the hardest to hit, but you feel like it was a little bit easier this time.
Okay. That tells me nothing.
You have
You probably get
you
a
have
to hit
plus
bonus.
1 to your attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So should I change that on my attacks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
to add a plus 1 for your ring of accuracy.
Would that have also been? Would that have been the case for either Serenix or Thale as well?
No.
Well, that was because of his ring.
Well, yeah, but weapons can also have plus bonuses to hit.
Yeah, these weapons do not.
Oh,
Listen, I do
Okay.
flame strike by hitting people with my hammer. I am toasty.
Big chillin'.
based on what mine does, mine inherently would. Do you want me to just take that off then?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Yours does, theirs doesn't.
218 to 150. Let's go.
Could you
Wait.
like? Is there like a write up you could get me, Josh, of like the specifics of?
As you learn more about what your weapon does, yes, I will pass it to you.
Oh,
Okay.
you're not done.
No, yeah. I'm sure as we use them, more applications will
Yeah,
reveal
Cool.
themselves.
These weapons are a new type of weapon that have been in the campaign, but have not been unlocked by you guys. These weapons are soulbound, so as you use them,
Do I also have a soulbound T-shirt?
Yes.
Well, yes, it's
Nice. Sorry, you
it's-
said weapons, so I just didn't know if I was included.
yeah. The
No,
items
no,
are soulbound.
No, actually, the T-shirt of Nafala is actually a whip. but only if you get it wet.
I was gonna say just turn into a t-shirt, like
Yeah.
So-
like a wet towel.
Effectively,
Right.
as you use them and gain proficiency with them, the more you unlock with them.
cool.
I love that.
So, it is
Um,
kind of a different theme that we're changing up a little bit. So, everybody that has used their item can now put a 1 next to it. Your
Oh, I didn't put
target
it
goal
anywhere.
right now is 15. So,
15 uses of the weapon in general.
in combat, this is
But-
considered combat for the purposes.
Well, but like
15 uses of an ability for the weapon.
okay, so not just hitting with it.
Yes.
Okay.
so at 15, it just unlocks everything then?
It unlocks the next part.
Oh!
Josh, I'm assuming mine is not included in that.
Correct. Yours is a little different.
Because yours is just a quote unquote basic.
Well, I mean, it's
No.
not basic.
Even though,
but, like,
yeah.
I
but
specifically chose an
insofar
item
as
that would already be at its max power.
insofar as there isn't anything further beyond the benefits you get, which are still really good benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just made the most sense to give you yours at full power because of how it unlocks.
Yeah.
So, when Darkalion goes to hit Briar, first off, like, Serenix is just, like, twirling her hammers, like, very much with joy. But we just walked upstairs there being like, seeing this, hilarious. Experiencing this, so much more hilarious and great. Oh, life's complete. Love that I got to see this. And we'll just walk away.
Josh, question.
Uh huh.
For mine, I'm assuming the actual banner is part and parcel with the weapon, so I cannot remove it. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And then I
That's
might tweak those numbers a little bit too, so that because I know some people's are going to be harder to unlock than others. For example, Briar's because it's a once per day. So
Yeah.
Once a day? Okay.
Yeah.
that's a once per day to block all damage.
Yeah.
Like,
But
You
for
could. Yeah.
one
You.
attack.
yeah.
So
I
it
mean,
has
you could-
multi-attack and hits
I
me
mean,
like 4 times.
You could.
I'm blocking
You
one
could
thing.
also use it on like a heavy hitter that crits you.
Yeah.
No, I know that, but I mean, it's one.
Yeah,
Listen,
That's
okay,
one
no,
attack you don't take. That's one attack you can take later and not die as early.
Listen, I'm too
Yeah,
used
it's a
to
level 9 spell. You can walk away from it with 0 damage.
I'm still
Maybe.
used to Mr. Mike over here, who on Sunday starts every round of our combat with like a nat 20 against the team, and then proceeds to continue to do that for the rest of the evening.
Listen. That's just because we don't have a lot of combat in this campaign. So all my good rolls get out whenever I run a combat
no.
in
My
our
piece of-
campaign.
My
Yeah,
piece of
yeah,
paper
yeah,
wizard
yeah, and-
already
yeah, and
almost
then-
goes down on the first round. You
And
son of a-
and then Merrick rolls a natural -3 wisdom save.
You know, I'd probably stop going after your wizard if you'd stop Tasha mind whipping me all the time.
What the hold grudges? That's cheating.
What do you mean? That's the purpose of a DM is to hold grudges.
Fair.
I do that to Johnny all the time. That's why I almost killed Gextalk when he wasn't even there.
Telling.
You're telling? Who are you telling?
Who is the higher authority?
The DM police?
Who else? Of course.
No. She's live tweeting Matt Mercer as we speak.
Oh no.
Mr. Gygax, my DM's picking on me.
Mr. Gygax.
I'm just
Oh
trying
my
to mind whip
god.
all the monsters. Look, just because I've like used it a couple times.
Anyway,
It reminds me of the skit that was done by God, what's his name?
You punch me again, Joe?
XP
No.
XP to level 3. did a skit about silvery barbs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a problem too, isn't it?
Silvery barbs, I don't mind that much because, like, then all those
It's
crits.
just one roll.
Yeah.
Like, then all those crits would just stand, and then I would have to feel bad about killing you guys.
Yeah, there have been quite a few silvery barbs on some crits. I'm like, no, please stop, please stop.
Just like the big part of it that always stood out was like, all right, he's gonna roll insight check on you, and that's high enough. Silvery, don't you fucking do it. Barbs. Ah! I don't know what you did to that roll. I could do that.
Feel free to fix that.
Plus
'cause I have
$0.
No idea.
Yeah.
Probably just added the one in like a weird spot.
It's part of a modifier. So
I added it to the attack bonus that already gave me a plus.
Yeah,
one,
because you
but-
put it in the dice roll. So you're supposed to put it at the end of the formula.
Okay, see,
And
I
it's-
don't know what I'm doing for these things.
Yeah, and it's only for weapon attacks. So with your melee weapons, yeah, you get a +1 to hit. Did you already have a +1 to hit?
I believe I did. You gave me that a long time ago because you saw how bad I was with accuracy.
Yeah. It was a pity +1.
Or wasn't it? Or is that different from the legacy bonus that we got?
I think it was though part of that legacy bonus.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Joe added to his key save DC or something.
No, it was something different. So I'm just gonna make a new thing that's part of the Ring of Accuracy because it can potentially scale differently. So there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could get. Yeah, the more you punch people in the face with it, the higher it scales.
Alright, I'll test it again.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Yep.
So now I have a +13 to hit.
Nice.
What's sad is I still desperately need that.
All right. So with your newfound knowledge of some of your items, we'll call a session here.
Yeah.
All right.
And next week we beat the shit out of people with them.
We're not playing next week.
In 2 weeks we beat the shit out of
The
people
next
with
session. Yeah. Next
keep
time we
forgetting.
Anyways, let's let Joe close us out.
Yes, I will end the session here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you in 2-ish weeks.